Have we got an Nintendo chud off the presses? This wasn't on the docket. We'll take a quick look and see what happens, gamers. I'm embarrassed for Mario Tennis on it, and he branded this an honest review. I don't put any punches because I'm Abdullah Smash. That's what I am, baby. I'm the realest gamer that ever exists. Thank you so much for the message retracted. What did he, gamers? What did he say? What did he say? Who knows what Victory said? We'll find out in a bit. What did you have to say about this, man? This implies that other reviews aren't on. It's true, am I right? Oh, let's find out what happened. Is your goat washed, gamers? Let's have a look.
All right, friends, here we go. This one's gonna be an unscripted review of Mario Tennis Fever on Nintendo Switch 2. Now remember, the buy-in on Nintendo Switch 2's version of Mario Tennis is the $500 of the console plus tax.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh, kill me! No! No, he's washed, no, he's washed, guys, if this is your goat, this is a sad day. Your goat is frame, was it? 16 seconds, and he's already washed. There is, in no metric in your life have you ever used the thing you need to do to get the thing as a buy-in. That's never happened. You have never gone to a concert and went, yeah, the ticket cost me the ticket actually cost me like $700. It's like, for a ticket? No, the ticket actually cost me $100, and there was a hotel, then there was food and travel, and I parked, and I took an Uber. Most people, in the general conversation, that tends not to happen. People will talk about the price. And you know what the worst part is? He could have literally just said it was $70, and I would agree with him. That's what I would have said. Because yeah, this game should be $70. Everyone and their mother will agree this shouldn't be $70. This is terrible. We don't need to watch this. That statement tells that we'll see how much more we can watch. I don't think we're going to watch all of this. Because good lord, that statement already is making me want to click off. Fucking hell, mate. What a dog shit beginning.
And $70 for this game.
That's all you had to say was $70. That's all you had to say. Because yes, I am enjoying the game. Don't buy it for 70 games. I'm telling you now, do not buy it for 70. You have to buy the Switch as well. You have to buy the Switch. Dumbass. Absolute dumbass. Embarrassing.
Plus tax.
Embarrassing. And plus tax as well, yeah? Yeah? Oh, you think we have to all pay tax? Because we do that in this country, don't we? The tax comes with a price in every normal country, you dipshit. That's how it works. When I buy a console, the tax is included because I live in a normal country and not your yankoid mind control nonsense. Get him out of here. Review looks inside unscripted algorithm rant. Honestly, this is what I'm not even gonna lie. It's videos like this. I can't speak to the overall quality of this video overall because I've only watched the first 20 seconds. Although, I will say I could probably ascertain the overall quality of this video from the first 20 seconds. It's videos like this that genuinely make me watch more Netflix these days. Because yeah, I see honest review, unscripted rant, already brought up the dog shit like $500 console plus. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. 1.6 seconds, I'm out, gamers, I'm out. Again, we'll watch a little bit more of this. We'll see where this goes. Let's keep watching a bit more.
Mario Tennis. Now, keep in mind, Nintendo releases Mario...
And what is this? Your Nintendo New York t-shirt as well. Fucking kill me, broski. These are... Oh, yeah, guys, you could tell I'm a real... I made sure I wore a Nintendo shirt today, just so you guys know I'm one of the real ones, okay? Hang on, guys. Guys, see? You could tell I'm a Nintendo fan by my ability to buy merch. I've never played Metro. Fuck, I'm taking my headphones off. Fuck this.
Tennis games on every platform ever since what? Virtual Boy?
Hang on, what's this?
Tennis games on every platform ever since what? Virtual Boy? My intro to Mario Tennis was Mario Tennis 64, and I love that game. And then I fell in love with Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color.
Okay,
where you can put it in a transfer pack, and then like literally bring your characters into the game.
Okay, sure.
And then I played every single one and own every single Mario Tennis up until there.
Okay.
Including Mario Tennis Aces, which came out 8 years ago.
Yep.
So why would you get this game for $70?
Okay, but like you also forgot that you need to pay the Switch Online, electricity, and then you also bought that shirt that you need to film this review, and the camera you bought this review on. Where does it stop? Where does it end? Is it even real? Where do we go? Huh? Where do we go?
I mean, look, Mario... Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario games on here, they're actually pretty good, right? Mario Kart World, we had a full-on, like, Hyrule Breath of the Wild scale, full-on world that was mapped out, and you can move around and explore, right?
Okay, I'm so confused right now. In the year of our Lord 2026, using Breath of the Wild is like It's a bit of a tired comparison, firstly. And secondly, you're comparing Breath of the Wild to Mario Kart World in terms of the open world fidelity, yeah? Yeah? And you're talking to someone who doesn't mind the open world in Mario Kart. It's just not for me, really. Yeah? Yeah, Mr. Abdullah Smash? Yeah? Maybe we should stick to Smash, buddy. I don't know. I don't think this review game is all fit. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that. The chat GPT maybe I'll hold the chat GPT allegations for now. I just think this is a big YouTuber who thinks his opinion matters and therefore uploaded an upscripted video instead of an actual proper review. I think it's a case of, it's not a case of chat GPT. It's a classic case of big YouTuber thinks his opinion actually matters unscripted, when you should probably make a bit more. You should take a couple of notes. Mario Kart 8 costs 60 plus the 300 review plus the 16. True, honestly. Why does no one talk about this more? Like, I've been saying this for months and no one's been listening to me. You know what I mean? I've been saying this for months, basically.
I don't even have Donkey Kong Bonanza on the system anymore, but like, that one was cool. You had like little fishbowl areas. Mario Tennis, Fever.
Were you expecting an open world in a tennis game? It'd be really funny if you did. It'd be really, really funny if you did. Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. I remember when Crash 4 came out, I heard that a couple of times. I was just like crazy.
Oh, it comes at a point where Camelot, the company that makes all of the Mario...
On my mama, if he's like, they've been developing this game for X amount of time. If it's that, I'm gonna fucking have a cow. Let's find out.
Tennis games and Mario Golf games, they come off of two duds, which was Mario Golf Super Rush and Mario Tennis Aces, which didn't really last that long. And now they're here 8 years ago with this title. So
I think Super Rush was decently fun from the bit I played. Actually, the worst part is I think most of the sports games were decently fun. It's just they didn't really have the longevity because of the fucking free updates model. That's the big issue. So and also so in that regard he's kind of wrong as well. Because as far as I'm concerned, Battle League gets the most stick. It gets stick from me because it did the fucking dog shit free updates model. That was the big issue with Battle League. I don't know I can't speak for Tennis Aces or Super Rush too much because I only played it once at a friend's house. I can't speak for those too much. What I can speak for Battle League is that it was just, I hate the free updates model thing they do. It was such a stupid model and I hate it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, it sucks.
You may be wondering, hey, what's the deal? What do you do in the game? There's an adventure mode. That sounds amazing.
You did mention my bad. Okay, I'm not. Maybe I'm just so heated. I'm not listening. My bad.
Amazing. Look at the flyby in the picture over here. It looks great. Yeah, that's what I said too when I saw the trailers of Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Baby Waluigi, and Baby Wario. Like, that's cute. Baby Peach, it's so cute. I love the baby characters. Ever since I played with them in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
Is this peak Luigi makes me gassy type? Is this the guy Scott the Was made the video about? It's fair for you to say, don't get me wrong. You're not like, there's nothing wrong with saying that. Oh, the baby characters look cute. Yeah, they are. They're babies. Babies tend to be adorable. I wouldn't say that on my review. Did we find the guy? I think we did find the guy, didn't we? Like, the Yoshi's so cute and Luigi makes me gassy. Has he also not played Metroid? Is this the guy? Is this literally, have we found the guy?
But the adventure was just bad. Friends, there was nothing open world about it.
Oh, so it's not open world, therefore. Is that what we're about to hear? Again, I've paused it too soon. Are we literally about to hear it's not... He's the guy... Oh my fucking God, kill me. This is terrible. Holy shit. He is the game. He is the reason why Mario Kart World, every game is going open world now. He is the exact kind of gamer. Linearity equals bad. Oh my... I can't believe we found the guy. We've actually found the... This is actually, I'm so glad I kept watching this. This is Video Gem. Guys, this is not Video Slop, this is Video Gem.
I don't have any visuals right now to show you, but you can watch the whole live stream of when I did that.
Again, oh my God. That's another one of my pet peeves, gamers. Another one of my pet peeves. He's a big YouTuber, so he thinks the number on his name speaks for himself, so he's not actually going to edit anything. I fucking hate this archetype of YouTuber. It's my biggest pet peeve when big YouTubers do this. It's like, I don't want to make a quality video because I'm a big YouTuber, therefore you should do the work. I can't stand this. I can't stand that little, it's my pet peeve, I'm telling you. It's my pet peeve. I hate it so much. I hate it so much when they do that shit. Classic, I got big number, therefore I can skimp on my review instead of actually making comprehensive points and actually making a video worth making. Crazy. I hate it. I hate it.
You literally go through and the first 2 hours, I kid you not, the first 2 hours of my 4 hours of playing this mode, you can see 420 in the corner. 4 hours of playing the
nice. Funny.
Have that annoyingly update cycle, but genuinely have good games.
Yeah, I would say so. I agree. Thank you for the 5.
Chases were P-fun emo.
Fair dues. Thank you, man. Yeah, that was my problem with Battle League as well, literally.
40 employees BTW.
40 employees. I don't want to use like employee count to like justify why the game probably isn't as good as it should be, or good for some people. But yeah, it is a little crazy. It is a little crazy that they only have 40 employees. I will say that. Thank you for the donuts, guys.
The mode and beating it were tutorials. And remember, Mario Tennis is the same game ever since N64. B is slice, A is top spin. Press them both together, you got a smash attack. Press B, then A, you got a drop shot. A, then B, you got a lob shot. Serve, press A twice. You know, do directional influences on your hits. It's been the same thing since 64, which is very old. So
okay, well, but okay, but then that's true. Don't get me wrong. Same. It's Firstly, it's tennis. What do you expect, as far as I'm concerned? But I would say the thing that really differentiates and this is why gamers, when I look for a Mario sports game, I want the Mario sauce. You know, I want the Mario sauce. And admittedly, I've only played it for 2 hours. So ask me in like a week or so when I have a bit more comprehensive thoughts. From the 2 hours I played of it, it seems like they have that Mario sauce that gives it that like power tennis vibe. The pinball stage, the Wonder Flower thing, you have loads of options for customizing your own custom games. As far as I'm concerned, and a tricky trial towers, I think someone said that's a bit of a roguelite-ish type of mode. So I'm interested to try that on my own time. So I'm just like, it's tennis with Mario sauce. And they seem to make one every generation for the sake of making one. Is that an excuse? Not particularly. But at the same time, what did you expect? You know what I mean? What did you really expect? That's what I would say to you. I get what he's getting at, but like at that point, you just asked them to change familiar control scheme. People would complain about it for being too different anyways. Yeah, exactly. It's like saying, oh, Smash is boring because like you only have like 4 special moves. Like, oh, Smash Ultimate came out and we still got B, side B, up B, down B. Like, no, it doesn't, like, they don't need to change that. What they need to do is change the other elements around it. You're asking them to change their core when the core's not the issue. It's where's the Mario sauce? Maybe he gets into that. Maybe I paused too soon. But we're looking for the Mario sauce. That's what we're looking for. And for my 2 hours, I think it has that, but go on.
Spending 2 hours mandatory in adventure mode to teach you how to play the game, I can see where it's helpful for people who have never touched Mario Tennis and have been living under a rock when it comes to it. Cool, awesome, love that for you. But give the rest of us who have played this game and who have spent $60 on it on Nintendo Switch 1, give us an option to skip through that stuff.
$60 on Nintendo Switch. Is this game on Switch 1 as well? Am I going crazy? I thought this was on... I thought this was just on Switch 2. Am I crazy? Chat, help me. Is this also on Switch? Did I mishear that? Hang on. Am I going crazy?
For you. But give the rest of us who have played this game and who have spent $60 on it on Nintendo Switch 1, give us an option to skip through that stuff. And if you want to test...
I was referring to Aces. Okay, my bad. Okay. I misheard. Okay, my bad.
Test on our knowledge.
That was on me.
Put us in front of the Toads and let us beat all of the Toads, or do a drop shot.
From the bit I played the adventure, it does seem kind of boring, so I don't necessarily disagree with this.
And like, let us do the checklist and save about 2 hours of playing the game, right? Let us save that. Tutorial was garbage. And then when it came to the actual adventure mode, it was run around in these very linear areas, which there's no maze whatsoever. There's nothing to collect. There's nothing to hit. Experience was weird. The game was like, oh, how about we make it an RPG? But we don't really know anything about RPGs other than you gain experience and you gain stats.
I will jump ahead. Again, I've not really played the adventure mode, so I'm going to jump ahead of his adventure. I'll just jump ahead a little bit.
Really good. Yeah, truly. And then, like, let's talk about the concept of, like, there's still no voice acting in this game. Like, this would have been cool to hear from the voice of the flower, right? Like, the little wonder flower. That would be great. And
sure.
Not all of the cutscenes actually had moving characters. Like, this is just a static picture zoomed in. And then telling a story with the A button. And then that's it. Really?
Okay, that's... I mean, if the whole game was like this, then sure. But, like, there's some animated bits and then there's some, like, story to, like... Sure, but, like, who cares? I'm like...
Nothing. In the year 2026... you would have more than just a screenshot with text on it, right? But this was how the story was in the game.
Well, they're just trying to catch us up on what happened before, and then they give us the animated cutscene after. Yeah, like this.
And we have to go and collect the golden fruit, which we get at the very beginning. Anyway, it's pretty ridiculous. And can I even skip this? Yeah, you can't press a button to skip this.
Okay,
but
why would you skip the story in the why would you skip the story in the adventure mode? If you're playing the adventure mode, you probably wouldn't want to skip the cutscene. I suppose it's a bit annoying on a replay, but why would you? Okay.
You can see over here that this kind of storytelling is pretty lame. But if you take a look at the movies, that wasn't even a movie. Why would they even call it a movie? This is a movie, right? Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine if the whole game, every cutscene was like this? You'd be watching an Illumination movie, right? Like,
is that? It feels like I'm watching a shit CinemaSins video, and CinemaSins is already shit. Do you know what I mean? How have you made a shit CinemaSins video? It's like shit on top of shit. Have you? I can't, like, if you're gonna. Who? Again, you guys can watch my live stream. Like, I was not complaining that the opening bit was like. I don't know what to say. This is like cinema slop. Static images instead of an actual cutscene. Ding! Why does Mario look like that? Ding! Like, what are we doing here? Oh, snap, it's Abdullah. Listen, Bandy, I hope you're not friends with him, because I've not been particularly nice so far, and I don't think I'm gonna be for the rest of this review. It's been pretty shit so far, I'll be honest.
Like, you'd be watching Mario, the Super Mario movie, or the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
I don't know if he's invited to our zombie session next week on Friday. I have no idea, but
because this is top notch, right? The game does very well with the small amount of cutscenes. I think there's like 5 of them that have the characters with facial expressions, with movement, with pointing. They may not be speaking.
Pointing! Gamers, point! Aha! Ho-ho! Not really. Okay, good. Whew. All right. Abdullah Slander's on the menu. Okay, it's on the menu. Okay, yeah, it's on the menu. Thank goodness. Thank you, Bandy.
In English.
But yeah, like, I can't. Okay, I think, Bandy, I think I saw your tweet about this when you were like, the story's only 4 hours. I can't say I particularly was that bothered by this opening bit being like stills and only this bit being animated. If I was gonna slander like Tennis Aces, I don't think I would point out the fact that, why was this like a static thing? Why was only this bit animated? Like, if you're gonna make a fucking honest review, at least like make your points a lot more pointed instead of just complaining for the sake of complaining. Like, I love how you complain about movie stuff and the Mario movies coming out in 2 months. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a bit lazy, but it's not at the end of the world. Yeah, that's kind of how I would do it. Again, if I'm making an honest review, again, the implication saying that every other review isn't honest, I would at very least like talk about the things that matter. But I think this falls into, I mentioned it earlier, I'll repeat it for you, because I like you, Bandy. But I think this falls into the classic trap of, I'm a big YouTuber, so I'm just gonna make a lazy, unscripted review because I know people watch it, and so far people are watching it, I guess, and that's it, as opposed to actually making a genuine review. That's what it feels like to me. But I'll jump ahead again. Because listen, if he's not going to edit the video, then I don't feel bad about skipping around, honestly.
Nothing there.
Mostly cover. I don't know if I'll see the day you're covering. Oh, are we gonna get the tea, gamers? Are we gonna get the tea? Cover someone I used the mod for. Ooh. Are we gonna get bonus tea afterwards, gamers? Oh, this might be a Nintendo special, huh? Interesting, interesting. Listen, Judge, we'll let you be the judge, jury, and executioner, okay?
2, 3, 4.
What? He's gonna say, no, he was actually kind of a cool guy. And I'm like, fuck, no drama, god damn it.
5 animated cutscenes.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much it. And then you literally have the tournament.
What about the gameplay, though?
Every Mario Party game.
You have Mario Party. He says Mario Party. Okay, like, sure. I don't know. Are we talking about Jamboree now? Are we talking about Jamboree?
You have the tournament mode, which is in every Mario Party game.
Are we talking about Jamboree now? I didn't realize we switched games. Abdullah. I didn't realize. I had no idea. No idea that we switched games. Amazing how that works.
You have some weird kooky trials where they cook up different.
I've heard this mode is fun.
Different challenges for you to do. Cool, great. And if you really want to go through Checklist Simulator, like, have fun. Here's 100 different challenges to go through.
Okay, but like, how good are they though? You barely even. Oh my god! Someone come pick up their man. You didn't even play most of them. What do you mean? Like at least there's 100. If you've played at least like what 30 of them, I'd be like, okay, you played 30. I think you can make a fair determination of what you've played one. One. Jesus Christ, you've played one, literally one. Not even like 30 or 40 where I'm like, I still think you should play more, but fair. All right, I think that's a fair interpretation. One.
And do some wonky stuff in case you like that stuff. I don't know, for
what? Okay, what did you think though? Huh? What did you mean for what? Is it fun? Is it fun? It's supposed to be a review. That's your video, broski. Is it good? What are we talking about here?
You don't want to find out, right? Like that's
have you tried? This is a review. You're supposed to tell us if it's worth it. If you're asking me for the review, my review is I haven't played it yet, so I can't make a determination. I can make a determination of the mix it up modes because I played, I think, all of them. They're all pretty fun. I like those. I think I played 4 out of 5 of them. Those are pretty fun. Yeah, and I'm glad they're options in online rooms. That's pretty great. I can't...
The thing. A lot of these...
Classic case of talking out of your ass. It's a classic case of talking out your ass, honestly. Because all you have to do is just go, I haven't really played this mode much. So, you know, but no. But I think we talked about this before in the chat. Some people are just... Some people find it so hard to just say they don't know. Or they haven't made enough of a determination. So they have to have a definitive take on everything. And that's what this video reeks of. And I find it embarrassing. I find it embarrassing that you'd upload. I'm embarrassed for you, I'll be honest. I'm embarrassed for you that you'd upload this and think it's bad. And then people have the nerve to say, man, I would never watch an IGN review. IGN are fucking dog shit. Game reviewers, they don't even play the game. The suspicious Abdullah Smash-shaped beast in the corner of the room. Yeah? Yeah? Is that what you're saying, yeah? You seem very burnt out and doesn't want to play it. Yeah, which just begs the question: if you seem burnt out and didn't want to play it, why did you play it? Like, I don't think your content is hurting. Now, granted, I've not seen it, but I don't think you're so hurting for content where you needed to make this video. I don't think you are. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Those numbers aren't. The numbers go down. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. But like, if I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't. Maybe I'm not a big YouTuber. Maybe I don't understand the big YouTuber mindset. Well, like, Lord knows that I don't think I ever want to be this. If I have to make such a shit video like this just to put food on the table, I'd be like, come on, man. McDonald's is calling, broski. Come on. Flip some patties, man. That's a bit more respectable. But stack some, go to the Amazon warehouse, okay? Some people need a good hard day's work will fix you right, okay? It'll fix you right.
They're all gated behind playing the game, right? You play 40
okay. Hang on.
matches, you get this character. 50 matches, you get this character.
Me when I lie? Me when I lie? Like, I understand if the overall point of this was just playing games for unlockables is boring, I might agree with that, but like, you're literally lying. I think I saw another one as well, which had another challenge to it. If we go back a bit. Yeah.
Jealous at how much shit his mouth is spewing on.
Way! True, honestly. Thank you for the vibe. But yeah, you have to do stuff to play the game. Like some of the unlockables are a bit boring. Wasn't there one where you literally just click how to play and you unlock a stage? And I'm just like, yeah, all right. When I said I wanted unlockables back instead of like battle passes or games of service nonsense, I'm like, this is not what I had in mind. But like, yeah, you have to do a challenge on advanced difficulty to unlock a character. Yes. What's wrong with that?
Matches, you get this character. Do this and you get that. Like, there's color variation. Locked behind everything you will pretty much unlock when you get 100 matches. But
except
I'm
it
not
isn't?
going to sit here and play the game. I don't even want to play more than 5 hours.
Okay, what's wrong with that in principle? Like, I understand, like, maybe you're not interested in the game so you don't want to play it, but what's wrong with the principle of the idea that you play the game to unlock stuff? I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, that's a good thing. I'd rather that over a battle pass. I'd rather that. Like, when did we start hating unlockables? I know unlockables left for the longest time. I haven't really been a thing in video games for like 10 years. You know, there's been the gradual decline, but when did we start hating them? I didn't realize we hated them now. Do we hate them now? I don't know, guys. What happened to the gaming I love? I don't know.
Which is what we kind of did. You can get unlockable rackets. That's the main gimmick of the game. The rackets give you abilities that you can use in the game.
Yeah, and I think they're really fucking
true
cool.
Mario Tennis doesn't have any of the gimmick stuff. Like, let's play that. You get some...
Oh, of course the Smash player is going to give me the whole, yeah, Fox, no items, final destination. I don't want to use the rackets. Can we just play it regular? Don't want any of that. don't want to, even though that's like the main selling point of why you would play Mario Tennis. If I wanted normal tennis, I would just play a normal tennis game. That's what I would do. In the same way, if I want regular football, I'd play FIFA. But I don't want FIFA. I want Mario Strikers Charged, the best Mario sports game. Good lord. Bro, I didn't even need to watch because I've watched the whole 9-hour live stream. It was painful to watch his thoughts in real time. He'd stream this for 9 hours? Nightmare. Ooh. Nightmare. I'm so sorry.
Courts, very
I'm so
small
sorry you had to watch that.
compared to Mario Tennis 64. Computer difficulty, you can change pro difficulty, and then that's pretty much it. There's ranked match, there's online room, you can go and do that. Game share with Switch 1, oh yeah, look at that, that's cool.
That is a cool feature. In fact, that's a very cool feature. It means I can take my copy of Tennis Fever, and like if I go visit my nephews, he can play with me on his own console. I think that's actually, Game Share's like one of the coolest. When did we start hating DS download play? Well, he's just hating for the sake of hating. Holy shit! What? Who put a bee in this man's underwear? Holy shit! We're really going, yeah, Game Share, am I right? If you need that. Yes! Yes! I like the fact that if I own this game now, if I was to like meet some other people who wanted to play Tennis Fever, we don't have to like dock it and like play all four of us on the same clock. We could all use our own Switches. That's a fantastic feature. Like one of those, it's a feature so good, I'm surprised they didn't have it on the Switch 1. And it's nice that you can game share the Switch 1 as well. Yeah, what is happening? It's just nice to have. Someone pissed in this man's cereal. What is happening right now?
Do it, and then
this is terrible.
Mode, I haven't even tried it. I don't want to swing my Joy-Con 2 and play and do any of that stuff. There's mix it up. There's like
now, my review of swing mode would be, it feels rather basic. I wish there was a, like with the Joy-Con 2 especially, with this being a more advanced controller than the Wii Remote, I was hoping the swing types would be a lot more defined. Like, for example, I've seen that like swinging up there's a lob and swinging down there's a drop shot, but it feels like if I swung any other direction, I couldn't choose between like top spin and slice. That'd be my review of swing mode, because I'm an actual guy that like, you know, plays for games and wants to review them, and hasn't got a chip on my shoulder for his dead channel, whatever the fuck is going on with your life. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. Jesus Christ.
Little mini games where you can shoot through rings. Really nothing of substance here. Free play is the exact same thing. You can choose Fever Rackets 1, 2, or none. Match length, quick play, extended.
Yeah, you get options.
All the stuff that comes in a
yep.
standard Mario Tennis game that we had in Mario Tennis Aces. So, yeah, the entire story mode will take you 4 hours, and 2 of those hours are literally
terrible.
the tutorial. So,
yeah,
like, what is this? How does a premium game sell for $70? Like, that's the thing. If this was $50, I'd be like, all right, cool. I'll give it a little bit of grace.
I agree, yeah.
Because you can go online
Should it be
right now
70?
and get Mario Tennis Aces for probably like $20-30, and you'll have the exact same experience.
Exact same though? Can you really make that determination after the short amount of time you played?
Can
you maybe get the pros and cons?
Great. Albeit the graphics
are
amazing on Switch 2. I'm not knocking that. The 5 cutscenes, awesome. Really good job.
The 5 cutscenes. You've mentioned the cutscenes more than the fucking rackets. And I do this weird thing where I like to play video games, Abdullah. So it'd be nice to see what you thought about the rackets. I think the rackets are very interesting. I would argue maybe the rackets, from my 2 hours of playing, I'd argue the rackets are maybe a bit too gimmicky, honestly. Because of tennis being a relatively like unforgiving like sport in that if the ball bounces twice, you're out. For some of the gimmicks being as like oppressive as they are, I feel like maybe they should offer a bit of grace in that regard. Maybe that'd be my like first impressions of the Fever racket so much. I like how the gimmicky they are, but maybe they're a bit too gimmicky to sound like Albert Boris, huh? Again, for my first 2 hours of playing it. But of course, we're not going to get anything from this guy because he hasn't actually played games. Crazy how that works. I don't want to massively hate on the guy because I still really enjoy some of his old playthroughs, but there's no coming back from where he is now. A bit dramatic. I'm going to be honest, a little bit dramatic. But this is my first. I've never watched this guy before. I've heard his channel's name. I never watched him before. If this is the quality, then I can't be shocked that your channel is stagnated. I'll be honest with you. I can't be that shocked. Not saying this game should be 70, but that's the base price of Switch 2 games. Like 8 months in, it's weird that people are still arguing about it. I think it's still a worthy sticking point of bringing up. I don't think it's worthy of like getting angry or up in arms about. I still think it's worth bringing up. I don't think this is I think you could use it as a value proposition, but yeah, complaining about it now definitely does seem a bit old hat, doesn't it? Like 70 is the new standard now. Sure. I think complaining about it and like going on a fucking fizz and a fury, I'm like, do what you want, do your thing. I'm just like, it's a bit boring now. As for like using $70 as a value judgment, I still think it's there. And as my value judgment, no, Tennis FIFA is not worth 70, definitely not. If you could find it for like 50 at most, I'd say buy it.
Sustenance. The adventure mode was absolute garbage. It was not good. It was underdone. It was underdeveloped. It could have been so much more, man. Could you imagine if you actually had like RPG elements? Could you imagine if it was like maybe even the size of Donkey Kong Bonanza?
From a tennis game? Made by, I think this is a worthy point that we mentioned Camelot. Camelot's a small studio with like 40 employees that make like their wheelhouse is generally just these sports games, and that's kind of it. They don't do much else, do they? Like, just to clarify for Mario, in terms of like Mario, I don't know if they do like third-party stuff, but in terms of Mario, like they just do like basically do like the tennis and the golf, if I'm not mistaken. So like, yeah, from a relatively small company that makes generally the same wheelhouse of games, I wasn't expecting that much out of tennis. Would it be nice? Of course. Well, I think you've set your expectations unreasonably high. You're doing it way too much. I'm gonna be honest. You're doing a bit too much. I think with the amount of times he's mentioned open world, it feels like if the adventure mode, even if it was 4 hours, was open world, I feel like he'd enjoy that. It's the fact that it's linear is pissing him off, which I'm just like, he's the exact kind of gamer that gaslit Nintendo into thinking that Metroid Prime 4 should be open world, because open world good apparently. Camelot also made Golden Sun, but there's no way they're making that again. Yeah, I don't think they're making that again. How many fake leaks did he fall? Yeah, he went on 4chan one too many times, right? Yeah, guys, trusted 4chan leaker here. Mario Tennis FIFA is going to have open world, and it's going to be like millions of shops, roguelike elements, card-based deck builder with a battle pass, games as a service, linkativity, proactivity, collaborations and crossovers up the arse, all right? $70. That's what it's going to be, gamers. Metroidvania elements too, and there's going to be a version of it where there's going to be an extra 2D mode in there. It's going to be a dungeon crawler as well. There's going to be a dungeon crawler mode. Yes, there's going to be a dungeon crawler mode in there with RPG element, with MOBA elements, all of those, and a skill tree. Do not forget the skill tree. It was promised to him 3,000 years ago.
You had different layers, right? Donkey Kong layers had the different layers, and they were different.
And a battle royale. The battle royale would be added in a future update. That wouldn't have been there at launch. That's what I've been knowing.
You could move around, and you could find.
And you can pet the dog. That's another important part. You can pet the dog. There's a daily puzzle game in there as well.
Stuff. Could you imagine if it was like that, where you go over here and here's Shy Guy. Great, I'm gonna challenge him to a match. Awesome. Then you unlock him as a character. Then you run around as him and you play mini games. Or
that would be cool.
Stuff. You advance.
Wasn't expecting it, but that would be cool. Yeah.
Stars. I don't know. You figure it out. But when it comes to this adventure, it's just linear. It's lifeless. It's
linear. Why is linear the first thing he brought up? Again, it's so weird, isn't it? And I feel like since this rant is unscripted, I feel like we're getting like a nice psyche into his brain. Why is linear the first thing you mention? That's such a strange critique. Lifeless is fair. Okay, I'm like, okay, fair enough. There's not enough sauce in there. Like bland. Okay, that's fair. Like any other word would have been fair to use. But the fact that you started with linear is very weird to me. It really makes me feel like you abide by this linear equals bad mindset. Why does every game need to be open world? Does it have to be? This feels like not only is this like obviously like unscripted ramble slot, but like it's the classic open world. Therefore, it should have been open world. I'm like, how boring? This is boring, broski. What a boring critique. The reason why I was really back then is because his content was really good and enjoyable to watch. The 3DS days were at its peak, but over time, it unfortunately got worse. Unfortunate. Same can't be said for Bandy, though, right? All of our goats. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Next Friday, gamers. Next Friday at the Junction. Me and Bandy playing zombies, guys. Be there or be square.
Not.
There'll be a 5-minute section dedicated to shitting on Abdullah Smash.
Enjoyable?
Which I will be exclusively doing it, and Bandy will sit there saying nothing because he's too much of a nice guy.
It's all copy-pasted. Like, literally the areas are copy-pasted from another. Like, the corridor is the exact same thing. No exploration, no breaking open a jar, getting a little bit of experience over here. No items, tucked away on the side over here that you can use in an upcoming match against one of the characters. There's nothing.
There's no green gemeralds. Guys, where are the green gemeralds? Chat, where are the green gemeralds? I need the green What's wrong, Moresty? Why are you shaking your head like that? Tennis needs green gemeralds. I need to ride around on a bike in a desert. I need to do this. The game's not good. I need Gemeralds. I need to kill it. Taking my headphones off. Fuck this. I need the green Gemeralds, guys. I need the green Gemeralds. I need it. I need shrines. I need roguelike elements. I need this.
It's lifeless. It's rushed, and it sucks because I thought that Camelot would figure something out in 8 years of Mario Tennis, but what they ended up doing was just copying the code and tweaking it slightly, and then shipping a new label on it, calling it the new Mario Tennis game.
I mean, in all honesty, right? Even if that's fair, even if that's accurate, I don't trust your word on it, Abdullah Smash. I'll be honest with you. I just don't trust your word on it. Even if, like, if somebody who played Aces played this game and said it was a bit too derivative, I'd believe them. But I don't believe you, though. Like, I just don't believe you when you say that. You just seem angry and bitter and upset for, like, and what, Tennis Fever was the thing that did it for you? Of all the games, this is the game. This is the game, yeah? Review translation, I can't farm content. Way! Literally, Joe!
No Switch 2. Reheated. Mario Tennis Reheated was a really good play on the word fever. Mario Tennis Fever.
Does he have a Tennis Aces review? Oh, let's find out, actually. That could be quite interesting. Like, was Tennis Aces like this darling of yours that, like, you made, like, a lot of videos about and you're, like, really disappointed in? I'm like, oh, you know, fair. You know, like, I could understand Mario Tennis. Let's see, did he make any Tennis Aces content? Oh, he did do a whole playthrough at least. Okay, so he did play this game a bunch at the very least. So a bit more understandable why he's upset, I guess. So at least he has some source to back up his nous. Fair dues, you know. VAR check complete.
Like, because it's
no infringement found.
Wild to think that Nintendo thinks that this is a quality game.
But if anything, actually, me seeing that just makes this review even more disappointing. Because, like, if you're someone who evidently has played a lot of Tennis Aces, and this game is such a disappointment to you, I feel like you could have done a better job persuading everyone else that that's the same way, with a more comprehensive, or even just a more scripted review, I would say. I think this video does you a disservice, especially because I know, for example, if like the next Pokemon game, because you know me, right? I'm the kind of like Pokemon is back for me, right? I was kind of falling off as a Pokemon fan, but the last 3 games, PLA, PLZA, and SV, kind of made me a bit of a Pokemon fan. I'm really excited for the next Pokemon game. So if the next Pokemon game like was really shit, I feel like I would owe it to me as a Pokemon fan, a really big Pokemon fan, to make a bit more of a or at least take notes. I'm not expecting it to be like, why Pokemon is bad now, 1 hour videos. I'm not expecting that. But like, surely the game that you spent ages on, the sequel being such a dud to you, is owed a bit more than just an unscripted, rambly review, where you imply that every other review is dishonest by titling an honest review. That makes, in fact, yeah, you covering this game a bunch, or the previous game, just makes this worse, retroactively, I'd say. Yeah, very poor form.
The reasons why Nintendo's stock is in the dumps right now. It was really hot.
Line goes down, gamers! Line goes down! Wheezy with you fucking people! I'm taking my hat off, fuck that. Wheezy with you people! And the fucking line! I don't understand you people. I swear to God. If I catch another fucking Nintendo YouTuber talking about the stocks, I'm gonna fucking bust a gut. I swear to God, I've had enough of you people. Where has this brainworms come from? Why do you, as a gamer, give a shit about, why are you even acknowledging the stocks? Why is this even a passing thought in your brain? I will never understand this. I don't know why people are like this. This is unbelievable. I'm just recalling every conversation I've ever had in my life about Nintendo games. I have never once thought about, Furukawa was not going to be able to afford an extra yacht. I don't get it, man. I don't get it at all. You guys need to help me. No, seriously, I'm begging there to be a financial bro chat to help me, because I just don't get it. Am I old? Am I old, guys? Or is it everyone else that's wrong? I don't know where this has come from. The buildings. The stock has fallen. Billions must invest, gamers. Billions must invest. Thanks so much for the 2 camp.
When Switch 2 came out, $25 all-time high. Now it's $14 because people are actually waking up to the fact that it's a lot of shovelware.
Yes, they're waking up. Hang on. Can we get those numbers again? Hey, Paulie, could you bring up the numbers again, please? Can we bring up the numbers just one more time? Just one more time for the folks back home. Yeah, they're really fucking hurting, aren't they? They're really fucking hurting, aren't they? It's crazy how that works. You guys have to delude yourselves into thinking Nintendo's doing poorly right now. You guys have to delude yourself. That's what you're doing. There's a collective delusion that you've all fallen for. Whether it goes Nintendo Land, Arlo, Adela Smash, it goes far beyond any YouTuber. There is a conspiracy, gamers, and I'm waking everyone up to it. These people, this archetype of person, seems to be carrying a lot. Either one, there is two realities, gamers. There are two realities. One, you think this makes you smarter than you actually are by pointing to, oh, look, see, it's not just me that thinks this game is bad. The stock market thinks it's bad. You know, that notoriously volatile thing that like no one actually knows about. You can point to the average doofus who has this in the background, go, hey, look at the trend. Hey, it's not just me saying it, the trend. And they'll fall for it every time. Or two, which I would say is even the worst reality, is they actually are invested in Nintendo stocks, i.e. they've bought some. Which makes it even worse for you because, like, they're mentioning the stocks to you as a bad thing because of their own personal investments. So either they have bought stock and it's going down, and they're pissed and they're ranting to you for some reason without disclosing their conflict of interest, or two, for some reason, they think that it makes their disdain of Nintendo more valid if the random volatile number on the fucking NASDAQ agrees with them. That's what it is. Or there's a secret third option that E102 says, which is parasociality, which is even more embarrassing. I don't know which option is the most one is malicious, the other is like downright disgusting, and the third is embarrassing. Which one? Which path? Western man? Which path, Nintendo YouTuber? Is it malicious, disgusting, or embarrassing? Which one are you gonna go for? That's what I'm going to ask you. Jesus Christ. I don't understand it.
Slop. Like, they're not really
what was that word?
Waking up to the fact that there's a lot of shovelware. There's a lot of slop.
Slop mentioned, gamers. Slop. So, tasty slop, gamers. Billions must enjoy slop. You know that word that I like to use as a bit of a joke? I forget that people use it unironically to make, like, actual genuine points. I forget when people do that. If Nintendo was close to bankruptcy, it'd be more reasonable. Oh, no, 100%. Like, if we're talking about, again, just to clarify, and I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating, if we're talking about companies on a smaller scale, the numbers, I think, are a valid thing to talk about. When Yacht Club Games report that if Mina the Hollower does not make $750,000 sales-wise, they might have to shut down, or, like, it would be bad news for them. Fair. I think that's because they're an indie studio. I mean, one would beg the question what they've been doing for the last couple of years to put themselves in such a precarious situation. But I think that's an indie studio. So it bears making the point of it. When it's Nintendo, and they could make another 2 Wii U's and I think they'll be fine. You know, they've got at least a very good buffer before they're in like the red or in the lurch or in the fears of being like liquidated or bankrupted. You know what I mean? We are far from that point. I think I made the analogy to football, whereas I'm an Arsenal fan, which is like one of the biggest clubs in the world. So I don't ever talk about finances, really. I don't ever talk about when it comes to Arsenal. I talk about a lot of things. I talk about trophies, but not finances because I don't need to. Whereas teams in the lower end of the English football pyramid might have to worry about that sort of thing. So yeah, it's one of those things that's valid in a certain context, but in the Nintendo sphere, absolutely not. And anybody who mentions it, you should immediately just go like, you should immediately just roll your eyes, probably even click off the video, I'll be honest with you. Oh man.
Like they're not really working on stuff. They're just focusing on remakes and Nintendo Switch 2 editions and all that other stuff. That's a conversation for another day. It's just sad. It's a sad state of Nintendo when it's just like, all right, well, we need to release a game every month. So what's the game going to be? All right, January?
Okay, Nintendo Land said the same thing, and I thought he was a bit of a dingus for saying this. So I think I'm going to repeat what I said to him, to you, which is Nintendo is a big company where they're in a pretty, I would say, pretty smart business. If I'm thinking business-wise, I would say it's a pretty smart business model to be a company so big that you have so many like studios in your like orbit of influence where you can release a game every month, so your company and ergo your console is in the like spotlight constantly, right? I would say as a business that is a fantastic move. As a gamer as well, yeah, like every month you go, oh, like, what's Nintendo got for us this month? Like, literally, that's what I did with Tennis Fever. Like, in February, I was like, oh shit, they got, oh, we could play a couple rounds of FIFA. Let's go play, you know, let's go play FIFA. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It makes it, like, from a gamer perspective, you can, like, check in on, like, Nintendo and see, oh, what are you guys serving us this month? Is it pretty good? And I'm like, oh, it's not? Okay, I'm not interested. I'll go do something else then. Yeah. For the consumer, it's fantastic. From a business sense, it's fantastic. And it's not like, and people seem to do this thing where they think, oh, Nintendo releasing a game this month means it wasted a slot. But no, Nintendo is such a massive company, that's not the case. Like, for example, like when I upload a video, did that video take the slot of another video? No, it's because I have like multiple editors working on multiple different videos. So when a video is done, I just kind of upload it, or at least I should upload it, that's the theory. But yeah, that's kind of how it works, you know? Like, and Nintendo works like that way, but on a much bigger scale. You know, they have so many companies in their orbit that they can just do that. They're a $1 billion company. They can literally do that. Nintendo holds games for this exact reason. Now, you could argue that them holding games makes this business model kind of bad because instead of just like releasing games when they're finished or whatever. But unless you could prove to me that they do that regularly enough where they're delaying games by like a ridiculous amount of time, then I would say fair. Then it could potentially be a bad thing. But if you're asking me as a casual gamer, and even if I think about it from a business perspective, it's a genius play. I know what you're talking about. It's just these people are boring. These people have never thought for more than 2 seconds. That's what it is, honestly. A game every month is genius and profitable. Yeah, literally, honestly, it really, really is. And if you really were a Nintendo fan, like you'd be licking. If you actually were a Nintendo fan, you'd be licking your lips. Like you'd be literally salivating right now. Because if you're a Nintendo YouTuber and you love all of Nintendo's output, therefore your channel is about Nintendo, you basically have a game to cover every month. Like think about it from a content creator's perspective as well. If your channel was a Nintendo channel, you have something to talk about at least once a month. And even if like you don't want to cover it like long term, you at least like have a one-off thing that you can talk about like every month that can at least get some sort of intrigue, you know what I mean? And like you can even see, I can even think about a content creator business sense, you can like make a video on a game, even if you're not particularly into it, maybe you might enjoy it, maybe you might find a new audience, maybe like algorithmically you might find a new audience, that you could make a couple more videos on that. So like from a content creator perspective, it's also genius as well if you're willing to play them. It's literally a win-win-win for like any angle that you think about it, but I guess not. I guess for some people it's a loss. I guess for some people it's a loss. I never get the one game a month therefore bad, or a bunch of game in 1 month therefore good argument. No, it's content creators being greedy. That's what it is. Whenever people want the next 3D Mario, I don't doubt for a second there's people that want the next 3D Mario because they want the next 3D Mario. But when Landon and people of his ilk say it, I'm just like, it's for business reasons. Let's be real here, broski. Come on now. Like let's not pretend. The business part of your brain has consumed the gamer in you. You know.
Work on
anyway, let's keep watching. Sorry, I'm busy having an interesting conversation, Abdullah. My bad. Sorry, my bad.
And we'll charge everyone $5 for it, for the upgrade pack. All right, February, make Mario Tennis happen. You had 8 years, go for it. And this is what you came up since Mario Tennis Aces. So what's the life of this game going to be? Well, the life is pretty much going to be playing a ranked match, right? You can go into there, you can jump online. You can't do couch co-op with doubles. You're literally just going to go online and do that. Fever rackets. I mean,
can you not do like couch co-op ranked doubles? That's a bit of a shame. That sucks. That's probably the first interesting thing he's mentioned this entire fucking video. Yeah, if you can't do couch co-op ranked doubles, I'd be like, why not? That kind of sucks.
I guess that's cool. You can play with the rackets. You can play without them.
That is pretty
interesting.
Cool. Well, there is
ranked. Who cares? What are the rewards? Why
does anyone care about anything? Yeah, this is terrible. That you still have time to delete this. I'm going to be honest. We're getting into the point where you might have to delete this video. Like, there's the point where I think a video sucks. I'm just like, do what you want. I think we're getting to the point now where I think you still have time. You still have time. If we're getting to the point where you're like, what's the point of anything ranked therefore? Like, we're just like, yeah, we gotta go. I think we're cooked, brother. I think we're cooked. It's literally just battle pass slop, isn't it? His brain is cooked by battle passes. Oh, if I play ranked, but I don't unlock a battle pass thing. Like, yeah, where's the rewards after complaining about all the unlockables? It's certainly a choice. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, that's yeah. Let's send it home.
Why am I doing this? Why tell the story? Right? Why do it?
Like, why do I reach rank A in PLZA like every season? Like, yeah, the rewards are kind of nice, but the game's just really fucking fun to play. Like, right now I've been playing ranked rematch, by the way. I mean, I'm still playing rematch, but I'm still horribly addicted to rematch. I play a couple games every night. I'm in gold, by the way. I'm nearly in platinum, and I've just been playing it because it's fun. It's just a very, very fucking fun game. And playing ranked is pretty cool because it means no one can rage quit without getting a penalty. So people are much more likely to stay in the game. You know, I really like rematch. I'm having a lot of fun with that.
You're gonna try to get the gold Mario unlockable. The golden racket. You know, hey man, I'd low-key love that. That would be really fun. Now, one of the things too,
I think that's a fair criticism to make. Maybe like at the end of each ranked season, you get like a reward. I think literally PLZA does that. It's just a nice little, oh, there you go. For reaching rank A, you get an extra bunch of, yeah. I think maybe rank should incorporate that. Like every season, they have like, you know, a special racket for that season. Yeah, I think it's a simple thing that most online games tend to do. Like Overwatch, like every game I play tends to do that. So yeah.
In tournament mode, which has been since the Nintendo 64 version, was the concept that as you do these cups, the mushroom cup, the flower cup, the star cup, you go through and do them, and at the very end you get an award ceremony, which is very, very special. It's very charming. You know, there's the trophy, and then whoever you played the game with and won had a little award ceremony that was different from everyone else's.
Oh, they did not have custom award ceremonies in this one?
You know, Shy Guy, if you beat the game with Shy Guy, he would trip and his mask would fall off, and Luigi would look at him and get really freaked out. And
is that not in this game?
Oh my gosh, this is really cool. You're into the immersive Mario universe where you always wonder what.
Can someone confirm if that's not a thing? I don't trust this guy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust this guy. If they got cutscenes and he's just not like no, but like
guy looked like. But Luigi's been the only person to see what he looks like, right?
It would be cool if you could show us though. If you could edit the video, but
that's in this. There's no charm whatsoever. And so if they change this to add in some sort of checklist that showcased, hey, you saw the award ceremony with this character and this character, I would totally, like wholeheartedly, jump in with every single character and want to beat it because I would want to see them.
Did Aces also have it? So, did Aces also not have it neither? I actually don't know. It'd be kind of cool if you could edit, you know, do editing. Editing's nice.
Really fun. That's a little movie.
The power of editing is phenomenal games.
It's a little cutscene of that character and you get to see
Power Tennis is the only game that had them. Oh, so it's not like a... It's a shame that they're gone, obviously, but it's not like a precedented thing that we could have expected in every game. Does that make sense?
For what they are,
crazy.
Right? You get to see the big teeth on Waluigi Baby. Like, does he swim in the air? Does he have roses? Like, what's the deal? Right?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna jump ahead a little bit, gamers. Just jump ahead a tad.
I think the execution was very, very poor regarding all that stuff. But anyway, I talked about Adventure. It was lame.
Okay,
Tournament was the same mode as it is from Mario Tennis 64. But Mario Tennis 64, a Nintendo 64 game, did it better. What's that saying about your game? And Trial Towers is just a bunch of weird mini games putting you in situations where you're a giant character,
can you show us some clips?
Tiny character.
Can you show us some clips?
Racket, you're using, who cares?
Can you show us some? Okay, but can you show us some clips of why it's better? Okay, I guess
free
not.
Play, mix it up as other mini games and swing mode. Sure. No one's touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, but like
so
I think it could be interesting. I think swing mode is quite interesting. Some gimmicky fun.
What could you have done?
It's the kind of thing you play at 10.
Yeah,
okay, I guess not.
You can go over and like make adventure mode really exciting and expansive and last more than an hour and a half.
Definitely should have been longer. I agree.
Or 2 hours.
Yeah.
Minus.
Yeah, sure.
If you're just.
You have to go watch this VOD. Yeah, I have to go watch the VOD, of course. Yeah, I have to do homework because instead of making a good video, you're making us do homework. That's what every good video does, right, chat? They go, you have to watch this thing to get this context, right?
They're basic. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, what's embarrassing?
Like, here's the world map, and we're gonna move over here. Like, we haven't done that in every other Mario game. It's just so bare basic. It's embarrassing.
Oh,
it's really
okay,
embarrassing.
Sure.
So anyway, that's Mario Tennis Fever Dream. Absolutely not worth it. If I can get a refund, I would totally do it because I bought this on digital. I bought this with my own $70.
Dumbass. That's your fault. Hey, that's your fault, dumbass. Bought a game without wondering if you'd get the the value for it, and then bought it digital so you couldn't get an exchange. Hey, dumbass. Hey, I could send this back to Argos, baby. I won't get a full refund, but I'd get something. I get this to CX. Boost my CX account. Give me some more points, you know?
Plus tax. It is not worth anything. Like,
dumbass.
This game is absolutely terrible. Don't get it. I would highly recommend just yeah. How do I get rid of this thing? Yeah, here. Software done.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it live. He's gonna do it like. Oh my god.
I don't care.
Oh, stunning and brave, gamers. Look, yes. Come on, he did it live. Yes, stunning and brave. What a statement! A statement was made. Amazing work, brother. Amazing.
Delete it. That's how I feel about the game. Like, truly, I'm not rage baiting. Like, it's just so shallow.
No, you are with how fucking dog shit terrible this video is. That's what you saying it's not worth the price is not a bad critique. This whole video has been a masterclass in how not to make a critique. And frankly, I think I'll be honest with you. This is my honest review of your content. Videos like yours are why I think it's a shame that the video game online sphere as a whole tends to play down the importance of game journalists. Now, don't get me wrong, it's funny. Game journalist slander is funny, all right? The Cuphead thing guy doing that once. What's it? The review where it's like, oh, Mario Bros. Wii is tough, old school tough. It has a little something for everyone. I love making fun of game journalists. Videos like this make me sad that people put more stock in average Joes who have no idea what they're talking about, as opposed to like consummate professionals. That's what makes me sad. That's what makes me sad, honestly. That's how bad it is. You got me opining for a video game industry where people took video game reviewers actually a bit more seriously. That's how bad this video is. And that's when you know. That's when you know. It makes you feel like Batman, over-exaggerated swagger, IGN Godhand. Yeah, there's plenty of examples of like game journalist slander where it's totally justified. I never want to live in a world where we couldn't do that. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad now. I'm like, IGN, please come back. Please come back, IGN.
So,
please
like,
come
surface level, and they didn't do anything to change the formula. They just think they can get away with charging people $70 for reheated content from 2008.
Uh-huh.
Why is that acceptable? Why do we buy it?
What? I don't know. You should ask yourself that, broski. Is it coming? The Moresty stream gamers, Abdullah Smash is having an existential crisis. Firstly, we are we talking? Is that a console? Is that you talking about the console? Are you talking French? Voulez-vous français? We're not talking about we. All right? We're not talking about we. I bought it because I thought it'd be a fun game to do a couple of live streams of, and for my opening live stream, it's proven to be the case. The online playing with you guys is actually very fun. I'm going to do a bit more of that for the next, I'd say, week or two at least. Maybe a couple more if other people get it. Yeah, definitely. It'll be like a game in our rotation, as we tend to do. That's why I bought it, because it'll be a fun game for us to live stream together, and for me to try out as well, because I'm about to play a tennis game since power tennis. Why did you get it? That's the question. Why did you buy it? You bought it on digital as well, so you couldn't even like exchange it. That's the word. Why? No, you ask me.
There's no one in their right minds who's going to defend this. Truly.
I would defend it. I wouldn't defend the price, but I'd defend the game. I think the game's fun.
That's it.
So far, again, 2 hours
all
only
I have
in.
to say about it. I'm never going to play that game again. It's the worst.
Oh no.
And that's a bad start to first-party games in 2026 when it comes to Nintendo.
There it is. There it is. There's the Landon mind control at full swing, gamers. It's not just me saying it's bad. What, Nintendo, isn't it a bad start to your 2026, Nintendo? Isn't this a very bad start, guys? I don't know. I think that 2026 is shaping up to be quite rough. It's like, don't think Nintendo cares. I don't think they do.
And I'm very embarrassed that I have to be the one telling you that.
Oh, because he's the only one, gamers. He's the only one that knows that this is... Gamers, you see, another mark of a big YouTuber that thinks whose ego is way too fucking massive is that he's the only one that's noticed this, guys. It's that thing that you see. People do, like, you find this archetype person. Usually it's big YouTube, bigger influencers tend to, like, have this mindset, whether they be YouTubers or, like, Twitter people. They tend to have this mindset of, like, I perceive the world from this. I'm the main character, and only I can perceive things. So only I have perceived this. No one else has ever perceived. It's that am I the only one who? But here's the thing, right? When people like on Reddit go, am I the only one who? Does anyone else? I could. I roll my eyes every time I see it, but like I could genuinely believe that the average internet person has just not seen someone do the thing that they do, and it just turns out it's not unique in the slightest. When big YouTubers do this, or big like internet's what's it? I hate the word influencer, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like big YouTubers, like big internet people as a whole do this. It comes from I think it's the narcissism. I think it's the narcissism of being a big YouTuber and seeing the number big, seeing that a lot of people like claw at your opinion and thinking your opinion is worth a bit more just because it's your opinion, as opposed to doing the rigmarole of actually like refining your take. You know, that's what this smells like to me. Again, just my bias, because I hate when YouTubers do this. Personally, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So maybe I'm injecting a bit more than I should be, but I hate it. I just hate it. I hate this sort of mentality at all. Which is why when someone came to my stream and said, "Is it worth it?" I'm like, you have to watch the stream and find out. As far as I'm concerned, I was always going to have fun playing with this, because I love playing. I'm a competitive guy. I love playing sports. Even though tennis is not my jam, I was always going to love playing a competitive video game on the internet, multiplayer as well, so I can play it on a live stream. This is always going to be a kind of fun game for me, you know what I mean? So I think it's better that you see it and you watch my gameplay and see for yourself, you know? But no, Abdullah's the only one that knows, though. He's the only one that knows. He's the only one that knows gamers. Fucking terrible. The ego is unreal, man. Unchecked, undeserved.
That's it. Goodbye. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Yo, delete the icon, man. Like, seriously, get it off. I don't even want to look at it. I have such a bad taste in my mouth. Please just leave. A game that's really amazing, that only costs $16, Stardew Valley. Amazing. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, made by Square Enix. This game is phenomenal. This, if you are...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have no interest in seeing... I'm just going to skip right to the end games, I'll be real with you.
But they chose not to. They... concepts we've seen in Mario Kart World, we've seen in Donkey Kong Bonanza, we've seen in make it for the better on a brand new premium system that has capabilities of open world and cool concepts. We've seen in Mario Kart World,
remember guys, open world equals good, just remember, okay, remember.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, we've seen in Breath of the Wild, a Wii U game. We've seen all that stuff. But they chose not to. They chose to reheat the same thing from 8 years ago. And you bought it.
No, you bought it. No, I'm having a lot of fun. Look, what are you doing? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. I've enjoyed my purchase. But once again, I'll reiterate to you, I was always gonna. I'm a content creator. I'm live streaming this game for an audience, so of course I was gonna have some fun playing this. Whether I like it as a whole is yet to be determined, and I'll find out on a later date once I've played a bit more. But I was always gonna have fun playing this. Would you like?
Reheat the same thing from 8 years ago, and you bought it.
It's the performing. I think F7 Jin said it. The performativeness is killing me. I don't know if it's killing you. I hate this shit, man. I'm coming out of lurking to say this video sucks. I don't understand why people think they can do this and like think they sound cool. I can't stand this. Again, I want to make it clear. Maybe I'm like over egging the pudding a little bit, but like I can't stand people like this. There's a reason why like people will like shit on Moist Critical for being a bit too basic, right? For just being a bit of a basic Andy. You know, he always has the sensible take. He's always like, he doesn't do anything crazy. I love that for him. I love the fact that he doesn't feel the need to say something crazy or be performative just to get some clicks. He's just like, I've always gotten the vibe of him that he just watches a thing or plays a thing and goes, it is my thoughts of the situation. If it's not your cup of tea, then fair. But you know he's not being performative. And that's one thing I like about him. He's barely being... When people say, and you bought it, how is this acceptable? You bought it. It's like... Jeez, just like, what is this fucking Broadway? Is that what this is? Or are you just a guy in your room talking about video games? I think what it is, people forget that ultimately at the end of the day, you're just a guy in your fucking bedroom, all right? It doesn't matter how big, you could be a YouTuber in my chat with like 100 subs. There could be YouTubers in my chat with like 10 million subs. At the end of the day, you're just some fucking numpty in your bedroom, bro, all right? If you have more to your name, then fair enough. Flex it, do you know what I mean? If you've been in the industry for like 10 years and your opinion holds more merit as a because of that, fucking flex that shit, king. I don't care. But until you've proven to me you're more than just some dipshit in your bedroom, ergo me and him and everyone, most of the people in this chat, why are you pretending like you're more than that? I don't understand. I just don't understand why people do this. It's the ego. It's the fucking unchecked ego of these people that I will just never respect. I don't get, just be real with me, man. Just be real with me. You're someone who played Aces, and as a result, like this game felt a bit too derivative to you. And from what you've played a little bit of it, you just don't like it. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say, and no one has an issue with you. But so you have to make this like grand sweeping, I'm embarrassed from Tennis Aces, honest review, implying everyone else's review is honest. How does this happen? I'm curious, how does this happen to people? I know this happens to YouTubers where their egos become unchecked. I'm like, what's the thought process? Because I'm like 14K in and I don't think it's happened yet. I'd like to believe it hasn't happened yet anyway. I don't think it's happened yet. I just want to know how it happens. I'm going to be honest. I just want to know how it happens. Just interacting with people on the internet tends to trick people into thinking everyone is stupid except them because Twitter, for example. And people legitimately forget that people have thought process. I think that's probably what it is. I'm going to be honest. I think that's actually what it is. I think you've hit the nail on the head. There's a reason why. I'm going to be honest. Like, give it like 3 more months, and thankfully, because of all of you generous people, I probably don't have to do like my part-time job anymore. But like, I love the fact that I still have a part-time job because like when I'm done interacting with all these internet numpties, I can interact with like normal human beings who do normal human things and talk about regular things. There is something extremely refreshing. The more I do this thing, the more extremely refreshing it is when I just go to my regular job and I do a night shift or a day shift and I just talk to like normal people. Like, I feel like as a big YouTuber, you kind of have to have some outlets to talk to normal people, or you end up like this. You end up like this guy, where you're just like talking at your ass for like no fucking reason, man. Good lord.
Congrats, man. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Am I way off base here? But I'm just speaking from the heart. This is unscripted. This is literally how I
should have been scripted, bro.
After just finishing my recordings for the episode.
Should have been scripted.
It's a sad day to be a Nintendo fan when this game came out. So I'm just looking forward to playing some other games. Like, I'm going to be doing Stardew Valley. Like, that's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Not even first party. One developer with a couple extra helpers helping him out.
What? Game, is this a sad day to be in Nintendo? Yeah, a sad day. Isn't it such a sad day, gamers? How sad is this? It's so sad. Oh, I'm like, you can just hear it now, can't you guys? It's so sad. It's so sad, guys. It's such a sad day. We're hitting all the cliches with this video. Yeah, Jesus Christ. No wonder you've fallen off, buddy. I've seen that you've fallen off. Keep falling. How about that? Keep fucking falling, bro. Don't keep falling until you hit the ground. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look, shall we? Not even a first party game as if it's a dirty thing. Terrible. Let's have a look. Be honest. Are you buying Mario Tennis FIFA for 70? If you already picked up, do you agree with this review or did you have a better experience? Let's talk about it. How much I don't even need to place a bet, gamers. Again, the classic big YouTuber thing of let's talk about it in the comments. Oh, do you want me to reply to them? Oh, so my bad. Hang on. Oh, did you think I was going to reply to you plebeians? Every time, gamers. Every fucking time. You see the icon. I can already tell, gamers, I don't need to unclick this. You can see their channel icon if they've replied to a thread. The fact that you've not replied indicates that you don't want to talk. I don't understand why Oh, let me know in the comments down below. I won't read them. I bet there's not even any. He replied. Replying to your fellow checkmark, huh? Checkers gotta stick together, eh? Checkers gotta stick together. Hang on, have we got any other normal replies? Okay, we got some normal replies. Check complete. Checkers gotta stick together though, eh? None in here. None in here though. Interesting. That's all I have to say. At least I don't pretend to like farm engagement. I'll read my comments. You don't have to pay me to read my comments. I love reading my comments. I love hearting comments. It's the best part about YouTube. The comments was incredible. What drugs are you smoking? True. Real and true. I cancelled mine because you can't play ranked doubles online with a friend. That's stupid. I definitely do think they should add that as an update. 100%. If you're telling me I can't squad up with someone and do rank, that's a bit stupid. Like, literally any video game on planet Earth, you can squad up with someone and play ranked. I don't know why this game is not allowed to. It's stupid. Then they should change that in an update. I'm glad there's nothing locked behind online ranks. I hate when games do that. I completely agree with you. Shovelware for $80 is just... It's not 80. Where are we getting 80? Where are we getting 80? Did I drop the... I just don't understand, gamers. I need you to help me understand. 70 is already bad enough. You don't have to lie. Yes. So far from my 2 hours of playing, you probably don't want to pay full price for this. If you don't think you're going to get a lot of mileage out of the multiplayer, do not pay full price for this. Just don't do it. But full price is $70. Or right, I think I bought it from Argos for £55. That's full price for me at the moment. $10 shipping, I guess. right? Although it would give people a motivation to actually play ranked and extend the life of the game. See Legends of the Year. Yeah, so to extend the life of the game at what cost? I'm just glad I could complete a game and I don't have to return to it every month. I get really annoyed having to start Donkey Bonanza, Kirby, Sonic Crossworlds, just on the useless skins and rewards. You don't have to! Where's this guy? Who is this guy? What is happening to you people? You people are fucking Battle Pass poisoned! Yes! There's a recurring online stuff. You don't have to do it! Who said you have to? Oh, games. Oh, I'm being pulled. The mysterious force that makes me log into Fortnite every day. Guys, help! Help! They got me. Help! No! I'm being pulled. Help! Guys, please, free me. Free me in the jailhouse, guys. They're taking me. They jumping me. That's not how it fucking works. You control the games you play. You control the games you play. That's how this works. You control the games you play. There's probably been, I think I've missed the last 2 festivals in Sonic Rays and Crossworlds. And that's a shame. I'm not like going, oh, no. It's like, yeah, I missed them, unfortunately. I haven't really had the chance to play on the weekends where the festivals have been a thing. That's unfortunate. Air Riders, I don't know what Air Riders has been up to, but I haven't been able to join that neither. And DK Bonanza, I've just been playing Emerald Rush whenever I can, and that's it. But mostly the brain worms. You control the games you play. If you like, I understand FOMO's annoying, but if you're basing like your enjoyment off of a game on FOMO, that's kind of on you. Like something has got to give. Your brain is fried, broski. If anything, I like the fact that PLZA has like online stuff so that people still playing have that extra little bit of, yeah. Obviously the Megastones are shit. I'm gonna like the Megastones are garbage. The Megastones should not have been behind online play. But extra trinkets you can get online. I'm like, oh, fair. I like it. Self-proclaimed free thinkers when they're about to see a battle pass. Literally terrible. Terrible. I should only put aside some stupid online time gate event we only have 2 free days to play. I think people forget the value of these sorts of things. People forget that so much. Do you know how fun it is to just like go on like Twitter or something, or go on like Reddit or wherever you get your news and go, oh, you know that game you played? There's just like an exclusive thing going on this weekend. It's like, oh shit, let me give that a, like Rematch, for example, added 1v1s as like a timed like mode. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. You know, that's kind of, I'll just play some 1v1s for a bit. And I think both, it's a nice way to like get people to like come on for a bit. Like, oh, you can play this mode for a bit. But I think it also like gauges interest in whether a mode should be like permanent or not. I've not seen instances where a lot of games tend to use it in that way, which is genuinely a shame. But it's a cool way to like just add a bit more spice to the regular rotation. You know what I mean? I think what people don't understand is that a lot of these extra modes, all these extra things they add, are things that probably wouldn't be too interesting to people if they were like permanent, you know? Like, for example, an example I can think of is Apex Legends, right? They do a mode on Halloween where if you die, you respawn as like a ghoul or something, right? And like you get to run really fast to go melee mode, right? But if you're asking me like right now if I'm gonna queue for Apex Legends, am I gonna play the like ghoul hunting mode all the time? No. It's just nice that during like the lead up to Halloween, the Halloween portion, that the ghoul mode becomes active, and I'm like, oh, you know, I can play it for the ghoul mode. That's kind of fun. I really like that. Like when I die, like I respawn as like a ghoul. I can just like my friend can like weaken up a guy. And I can just run at them and go and just swipe them. That's really cool. But it's not like the main mode I'm playing Apex Legends for. Overwatch did that with like 6v6, for example. Like you can fight like Splatfest. Splatfest is another amazing example. It's just nice to have like a regular thing the community can come back to in an online game. I think that's like a good thing about it. I think when they lock a much beloved thing or a core feature, I think that can get annoying. But like Splatfests, the ghoul mode in like Apex Legends, even like spirit boards and like Smash Ultimate, like yeah, it's just kind of neat. Oh, what's it? Fortnite, Delulu in Fortnite. Delulu in Fortnite is fantastic. I have not had the chance to play Delulu in Fortnite, but whenever I see clips of it and I miss it, I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I played it. If you guys don't know what Delulu is, everyone, you can join anyone on voice chat. Like you can hear, everyone gets voice prox chat. Then prox chats in the game, and then you can squad up with randoms. Like if you bump into someone, you're like, hey, do you want to be a team? You can play it together. Do you know what I mean? So it's a damn shame they never like, I never got around to play when Delulu was gone. It's sadly gone now, unfortunately. But it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Festivals across, you can think of like plenty of examples, but yeah, I think it's something that is actually a lot more good for a game than people give it. Like, I think people don't give it enough credit. That's what I'm trying to get. People don't give like the exclusive, like regular timed modes enough credit than they deserve. Because Lord knows if you logged into a game and there was 30 different modes to play, you'd split the player base too much and no one would play anything. That's the issue. Analysis paralysis. I do think a lot of online multiplayer games should have more default options that they don't, unfortunately. But I don't think it's a bad thing to have like Splatfest and stuff. I don't think so. You know, I just don't think so. I think Overwatch right now you can play like, what's it? Roll queue, open queue, mystery heroes, and then there's arcade that usually has like 6 modes in rotation. So I think Overwatch has like enough modes that at the base, but when they add like an extra mode, it feels like a nice little, yeah, you know, it feels like a nice little, oh, okay, here we go, you know? Yeah, I don't understand it. Brainworms. That's what I'm going to say again. Is brainworms. I don't play ZA, but I have a friend who says they feel the same way for ZA. Again, I feel ZA is a bad example because like, or a bad instance because they lock megastones, which is just stupid. I fucking hate that. But yeah, when it comes to like in general, I think it's a good thing. I think it's more good than it is bad if you ask me. All these games are events on online modes, and meanwhile Mario Kart's dying with nothing. Not saying it should have them. I think Mario Kart should have them. I think Mario right now, if Mario Kart was like, the default mode on Knockout Tour is fucking bullet bills only or some random shit. I don't know. I'd play it. I think we'd play it, right? For one weekend in Mario Kart Worlds, it's like it's the villains. The villains rise up on Mario Kart World. Play an exclusive Knockout Tour mode where you only get to play as Bowser's baddies, and you go through a custom Knockout Tour like ring where it's like Airship Fortress, Bowser Castle, Bone Dry Dunes, you know what I mean? Like you go for a special 3-lap knockout tour, you know? I'm just inventing something off the top of my head. Doesn't that sound cool, huh? Like a special like 3-lap knockout tour where it's like, instead of like 6 laps, it's 3 tracks, but you go through them twice each. You play villains only, you know what I mean? You only get to play Bowser or like the baddies. I don't know, I'm just saying, have me there, Nintendo. I'll make up some random modes for you, okay?
Unplayed toys since before that. One mutation mode rotate weekly.
Yeah, exactly. I think people don't. Yeah, I think it's more good than it is bad. Let's put it that way. It helps that those are basically the top 3 of the game. True. There's one time locking behind anything by online rank, it can get frustrating as well if you have to fight against other people. Like the Cosmetic and Kirby Air Riders is locked behind reaching Rainbow rank. On Sonic Riders, the Crosswalls behind rank S9. Not to mention, what's it? The huge commitment and time investment just to have a single cosmetic. Well, yeah, you don't have to. It's a cosmetic though. I like the fact that it's there for people who want to grind for it, but Lord knows I'm not. It's just kind of neat. Like what are we talking about here? Oh, you're so bored. You're boring. You're so boring. You're boring. The lot of you. You're so boring. Both of you are boring. What's it? What else have we got here? This game's definitely hard pass. $70 screws up my impulse buys. Good. Stop impulse buying things. Dingus. Buy things if they're interesting to you. That's like a PS5, bro. Guys, it's like the price of a PS5 game. Can you believe this? Can you believe it? I don't believe it, gamers. Here is a multiplayer game, and this is where it gets tricky. So multiplayer games like Mario Tennis and Kirby Air is worth the purchase if you're the only one playing and don't have friends to play with. Probably not. I would say so. Probably not. If you think you're only going to be able to play this game single player, yeah, don't buy Mario Tennis FIFA. Don't buy any Mario sports games, as a matter of fact. I think a lot of them tend to be like, the multiplayer tends to be like the bulk of it. There's some that have like good single player offerings, but generally it's like, yeah. Mario for the PS5. Soon it'll look like Sam from Supernatural. I don't get the reference. I'm a real review. Been a fan since Mario Maker 1. Before the Switch 2 came out, you eventually had a feeling it would sort of feel like a Switch Pro. And a year later, you're absolutely right. I stick mainly to PC and emulation, and I managed to get a spot on the dev team of Super Mario Eclipse. I had so much fun in the community and the fan world. I don't take joy in gaming being so weird lately, but at least I have my awesome old games, and fans just make them with new mods all the time. Sure, I mean, fair. If new stuff isn't interesting you, then go play old stuff. Yeah, you know what? Good for you. Good for you, Steven Schlocky. Is I saying him? I have no idea. Good for you. I'm glad you're finding some emulation stuff on. I'm very worried Mario Golf's going to repeat this process when making a new game. Just reuse assets from Super Rush, slap a coat of paint on it. I want Mario Golf to succeed. Damn. I'm sorry to hear, man. Good luck. It's crazy. I want to get Switch 2, but I haven't found a game that's going to bring me to drop the 500. They should have made it Mario pickable to stay current. Wait, true! And they should have got a whole big story like with the Royal Mushroom Kingdom event tournament. Well, yeah, good. So I'm glad. If there's nothing interesting on the Switch 2 right now, don't buy it until there's something interesting. Do your thing, man. Just make sure Camelot doesn't develop it and I'm in. Camelot slander? Really? Damn. I appreciate the honesty. You're being so on. I appreciate the fact that you put honest in the title. Therefore, you know. Yeah, I like that. I like the most honest Nintendo review. I love it. Is this the classic case of like he was negative, therefore he was honest? Is that what it's like? I think that's what it sounds like, right? This person was being negative, therefore they were being honest. It's like, yeah, that works on some people. It doesn't work on me though. It doesn't work on me. What's we got? The problem with Nintendo stems with that people in charge are not willing to are not the people who play or understand video games as an art form. They're all businessmen, which means profits and it's a tennis game. Shut the fuck up, man. Fucking hell. At least Aces was an Ultra Smash. That one was a dud. Camelot was a pro at making duds. And yet you bought... Who's the real dud? You bought it? You bought it? Digitally as well? Like, who's the idiot really? Like, who is it? who's the dingus? Hey guys, who's the ding? He bought it. Like, what do you mean? You bought it, dipshit. Lord knows if Pokemon was still releasing stinkers, I wouldn't fucking buy it. You kidding me? Oh man, terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, crazy. Buy this is the same game with FIFA added on. Ooh. What are your thoughts on the FIFA racket? Wow, isn't it crazy how you watch the review, Mr. John Fall, and you have no idea what like one of the main new gimmicks of the game he didn't even share his opinions on whatsoever. Isn't that really interesting that you still don't know? Because if you asked me, I played 2 hours of it, and I think they're really fun and interesting. But so far, they might seem a little too OP if you ask me, but I think they're very interesting, and they add a little bit of that Mario sauce to a tennis game. That'd be my opening gambit for my first impressions. The fact that you made a 25-minute video and someone has to ask is a little crazy. Wow. That's a little insane. I'm going to be really honest with you. I would never argue that Mario sports games are worth $60 or $70 in a vacuum, but I get a lot of value out of this game and playing with kids in my family, so ultimately picking up anyway. Hey, you know what, Skull Cruncher? Good on you. I'm proud. PPL buy it because it has Mario on the title and it's for younger audience who starts to have Mario taste in their mouth like all the people. No, it's a waste and not buy it, but a kid go see the red hat and go, yeah, I want that. True. Pin this guy. Someone pin this guy. Pin this guy today, okay? Today and not tomorrow, alright? I thought Camelot went out of business. No, they're still kicking apparently. I was just thinking of this game yesterday because I never bothered with a tennis game, and I thought it looked cute, and I love that you had a single player story mode. But for $50 for 4 hours of gameplay is way too expensive. $70 is ridiculous. That's just $17.5 an hour of play. I get paid $18 a week, so it's basically 4 hours to earn enough to buy this game. I only get 4 hours of fun out of it. Did you forget you could play multiplayer? Again, I'm not justifying the story being short or shit, because so far it seems like it's both, but like there's loads of multiplayer stuff in there. That's like you got no friends, Jess? I'm so sorry. Jess Ransdell Smith. I still think it weird when people do their full name. I think it's very weird. That's strange. Maybe I don't have NSO. Enough money to consider pay $18 an hour? Not $4 to play online. I always find that a bit odd. Like, yeah, is it true that some people might have a Switch but not NSO? I'm like, yeah, that's true. I can believe that. But it's like, I don't think I'm out of touch when I say it's only $4 though. It's like £3.50 a month. Like even at my brokest, I feel like I could afford £3.50 a month. And again, you're talking to someone who, up until relatively recently, was a bit of a brokey. I'm still kind of a brokey now, but like not a turbo brokey. I'm like living okay right now. Crazy how that works, huh? Well, I agree with Abdullah that I disagree that Tennis Fever is the same as the 64. Just because it plays like Mario Tennis on the 64, the series hasn't changed. I bet you love Power Tennis, but by your own logic, Power Tennis is just N64, but with power shots and special shots. Woo! Interesting! Which is funny because Mario Tennis Fever is similar to Power Tennis, and Mario Kart's newer mechanics introduced it, but at the end of the day, you're still racing and using items to get first place. That core gameplay has been the same since Super Mario Kart, and has not changed, so each Mario Kart is just added mechanics on top of the core mechanics, which is similar to what Power Tennis and Fever did, with the core tennis for the previous Mario Tennis games, with the new gimmicks or mechanics. I agree with Abdullah that the most part the same FIFA is just the N64 game, but it plays like tennis using the same core gameplay as the N64 version. Loses credibility for me somewhat. You can't even trick the defaults. Oh, even the defaults like Light Ninja 4795 is not falling for it. Oh, you know it's a rough day when the defaults aren't falling for it. The defaults have been winning a lot lately. I don't know, guys. They've been winning a lot lately. Oh. Honestly, this game's pretty fun in my opinion. The story is trash though. Yeah, I agree. Sonic Advanced profile picture. Oh my god. Is this Daniel? It's Daniel Reports. Oh my god. Daniel. It's Daniel. Oh my God. Daniel. Why have you done this, Daniel? Why have you done this? Mario Sports for me haven't been good enjoyable since the Wii. Super Sluggers, Power Tennis, new play controls, etc. That isn't to say you can't enjoy the new ones. I heard Ace was decent. But to me, Mario Sports peaked a long time ago, as well as the new ones just not having enough content. Exactly, but who's to say you can't add a new bunch of gameplay mechanics in adventure mode? It is true. I wish they put more effort into it. They could have, but that's the reason why you look before you buy, eh, Abdullah? That's the reason you do that. That's the reason. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry how you feel bad about this game. Embarrassing. It's okay. No worry. Who plays Mario Tennis for the story? Wow, who saw this comment? Damn, the default Dans all working together to spell out the word tan, gamers. What does this mean? Gamers, this means something. Always, hang on. If you rearrange the letters, it spells ant, which is how small you are, which is how small your thoughts are when it comes to this game, Abdullah. Ooh, you see that? Got him. It all makes sense, gamers. He's an ant. He's an ant in the grand scheme of things. And do you know who also ant is? Ant Dude, who's a much better content creator than this guy. And then there's Small Ant. And there's Ant Tenor. There's so many. It makes something, games. It all makes sense in the end. Nat, as in Nat type. What's your Nat type? His Nat type is Nat type bore instead of Nat type 1. That's what it is. His Nat type is boring, gamers. That's what it is. Oh, it all makes sense. It all makes sense when you really think about it. I mean, you really got to think about it. You really got to, like, think about it. Let's do a free. Okay, let's do a free giveaway on. Damn. What did he say? You're buying the game code to give away? No, he wants you to do a giveaway. That's what he wants. Damn, your community asking for a please, Abdullah, please. Can you give it? Please, sir, I want some more. Please, can you give me free game, please? Brokey community. You know it's bad when someone's like, when someone says this, it's a little bad. It's a little bad. That's all I'll say. Oh, hang on. Gligar guy has us covered. As opposed to a dishonest review? You look at modern review oh my god! Look at the modern reviews, gamers. They're all they want to be on Nintendo's good side, but I'm being honest. I am above them, okay? I am telling you the truth. T-H-U-F, the truth. Yeah, that's how you spell it. T-R-U-F, the truth, gamers. I'm telling you the truth. The truth of the matter. The truth, gamers. They're all lying to you. They're putting chemicals in the bing bing to make our reviewers go woohoo! That's what they're doing, gamers. Alex Jones was onto something. That's what they were onto. They were onto something, gamers. The gaming industry is all washed. The gaming industry is under fire. Abdullah has been sent an emergency directive. Join the fight. Oh, you look at modern review companies and they don't paint the entire picture because they want to be Nintendo's good side. So they keep getting review codes. Sycophantic behavior. That's too rampant. Yet the cause. Fucking terrible. What are these people, man? These people. If anything, I'd agree it's the opposite. Nintendo hatred is in vogue the last year or two. Labeling your stuff as honest review just implies that all your other reviews in the past weren't honest for some reason. Gligar. Hey, hang on. Abdullah, where's the reply? He ran away. He ran, gamers. He ran. No, Moresty probably hasn't seen this. 2 hours ago. Within the hour, he replied to Gligar guy. But it's been 2 hours, and I'm hearing crickets. Crickets, gamers. Abdullah, where is your response? Where is the Abdullah? You tried to give him the cookie cutter. They're not like us. I know the truth. And Gligar guy was not falling for it. And also, now I'm going off the chat when I say this. Wasn't he like in the Nintendo like partner program or whatever it was? So now that he's not there anymore, he's a bit like, oh no, Nintendo used to like you, but you fell off. Oh, how sad. If that's true. I don't know if it's true. How very sad, Abdullah. Poor unfortunate Abdullah. You're trapped. Oh man, terrible. Okay, that's just mean. That's just mean. Don't say that. That's mean. Boy, you complain about... Oh. He fell for the default Dan bait, and he fell for it. That you would... I'm just saying, of all the things... I'm not saying I'll never have a washed moment, gamers. That'd be egotistical for me to say. You are never, and I'm going to say this right now, you are never catching me replying to obvious bait by a default Dan. That is never... I can promise you that. I can't promise you I'll be your GOAT forever. I can't promise you that I'll never be washed. I can't promise you that. It is going to happen at some point. This is never happening though, okay? I can promise you that, gamers. A subscription to me is you knowing that your content creator is above replying to rage bait default Dans. At least in earnest. Let's see if he replies in earnest. Hang on. Hasty Jedi. Oh my god. Ah! The only winning response is not to play. What was it? Hang on. I can't remember. I can't remember what... Okay, I don't think I have the comment like right now, chat. But what's it? Someone left me like an obvious bait comment on one of my Moresty videos. And like, do you know what I did? I used the video. You know you can do voice replies now. I don't know if you guys know. You do voice replies. So literally I was eating McCoy's crisps at the time. So I just did a voice reply of like my review of McCoy's Thai sweet chicken crisps. That's what I did, you know? All I'm saying is that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I think in the game you see that, yeah? That's what I would do. If you're gonna see a comment like this, you're getting like a fight. They taste good. They were pretty good. I think my overall review was, they have this weird kick to them. I don't know if they taste like chicken. Actually, I don't know what Thai chicken tastes like. I never had like normal Thai chicken, so I can't base Thai chicken crisp. I don't know if it tasted like, it was nice, but it was like also a bit strange. It was nice. Overall, it was nice though. It was nice. Thai chicken McCoys are banging. They're pretty nice. I'm more of a flame grilled steak kind of guy though. I like flame grilled steak a little bit better, but Thai sweet chicken was good. Just a bit of a weird flavor, you know what I mean? I had a blast with ZM Fantasy Life earlier this year. Zero complaints. Nintendo's not spending their time refining their games as well as Square Enix or Capcom does recently. Monster Hunter Wild Stories, FF7 remake, Dragon Quest. But he's got a point, game. He's got a point. This is such an acceptable game to complain about, though. Like, who would spend 70 on this crap? Obviously, he's hearting all the ones that agree with him. Classic. Who buys a tennis game for a story mode? Lamal. People glaze Mario Power Tennis, but that didn't have no story mode. Have you played Mario Tennis on the Game Boy? That story was so good and miles better than anything recent Camelot's come out with. Damn. He's in the trenches, games. He's in the trenches. Yeah, I just want to agree with you. I've been watching the since ACNH. So the past year almost seems like he complains about everything. Yes, obviously I love watching him and I agree with other things. But I don't know. He's just about every little thing to complain about in the game. He goes on a full hell on rant. But hey, no hate towards him. It's just my opinion. Fair point. Being an influencer over the past 4 years taught me not to sit idly by while companies like Nintendo push out expensive content with little value. Brother, you were with them. You were in bed with, allegedly, again, I can't confirm this. If someone has a link, please send me. But like, you were allegedly like with them at some point. So, is he a lover scorned? Like, is he? If that's the case, then like, I'm just like, I'm in tears, man. I'm in tears, broski. What is happening right now? Direct sent posted proof in the Discord. Okay, hang on. Let me VAR check in real time. Okay, so here's the proof. Mario Maker Invitational Finals. Which one is he, gamers? It may be the finals, but the competition, the competitors make it in mid-off. Is he here? Is he one of these guys with like shorter hair or what? And the completionist too. Oh no. Oh, is he later in the video? Oh, he's here. Oh, he's on the thing. Okay, he's on the actual. He's actually competing. Interesting. Do we see him at any point? Does he like give an interview? Oh, hang on. Oh, and the completionist is what nightmare blunt rotation game is. Nightmare. Absolutely nightmarish. And he won?
Oh my goodness. What a crazy last level there. The way you take out Bowser was so crazy.
Damn, so you hang on. So, Mr. I'm just saying it how it is. If Nintendo's bad, then I'm just gonna say how it is. But like, listen, you were loving life here, huh? What happened? What happened, man? What happened? You were loving life with Nintendo back in the day. And now you hate them? Oh. Damn, brother, that's such a... What? The fall-off has to be studied, gamers. It has to be... He used to be in bed with them. But now it just doesn't work out. But you know what is working out? My fiance right now, she gave me some... What's for tonight's dinner?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Butter chicken, gamers. Butter chicken. Oh. I'm gonna that in a little bit. I'll leave that right here for now. I got butter chicken looking forward to, man. What can I say? Oh, man. Fair point, but a few years have taught me not to sit idly by while companies that tend to push out expensive content with low value. My job is to help people make a determination if the game is worth it by watching me play without having to worry about censoring my thoughts. Would you rather have me honest thoughts and opinions about games or toxic sycophantic positivity when Nintendo can do no wrong? Why is it always that the kind of person who says this is always just like saying this like it's a point of flex when it's no, that's the bare minimum. That's the... Yeah, firstly, it's always like the two extremes. Like it's a false. Like, hey, hang on, I know this. I learned about this in school. The term for this is false dichotomy. There you go, gamers. That is the fancy debate term for it. It's called a false dichotomy. That is exactly the horrible debate tactic he is using, because he's presenting like it's two sides. Like there's a dichotomy. It's like, oh, you have this side or this side. It's like, no. There's like. It's like everywhere, you know what I mean? There's everywhere. Everything is everywhere, broski. What are you talking about here? But also, like, I love how again, as I said, the kind of person who says this always seems like they're doing like they're such a hero, and it's like, I am the kind of person where I am honest about the thoughts on my video games, but I don't advertise it because I know how awful that looks. Do you know what I mean? Because you look like this. You look like this guy where he's like parading it like it's a badge of honor. Yeah, guys, do you know what? Do you know what I also don't do, chat? I don't beat my fiance. Not even once. Hey, the thought of doing it? Not even once. Yeah, gamers. Yeah. Hey. Not even a single time, gamers. Come on. Let me hear it. Let me hear it, gamers. Come on. Not even once, gamers. Not a single hand. Not a single time, gamers. But that's how you look when you say this. But at least to me, again, I don't want to infer any. I don't want to like inject my opinion to you. If someone writes, this is how it looks to me. I'm just telling you how it looks to me. When someone says, "I'd rather have honest thoughts," would you rather be a sycophant? I'm like, yeah, you're saying you don't beat your wife. It's the bare minimum, nigga. What do you mean? What do you mean? I would expect you not to beat your wife, you know? I experienced it, honestly. I guess when I see people complain about games I find fun, I think maybe it's just a shock, but I still love the content. In my opinion, I think it's very entitled to try and advertise your opinion to try and get others to think the same. I think so too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna pretend. Just to be completely honest, I'm not gonna pretend like when someone says to me, "Oh, like I actually agree with you. You know what, Moresty, you've convinced me. You've persuaded me. Your opinion is actually the right opinion." I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't like make me go. Well, I mean, I'm just. What can I say? I'm very persuasive. But like, there's obviously an element of that. I'm not gonna say that. But like, I don't brand that as like a badge of honor. Does that make sense? Like, if you agree with me, that's pretty nice. But if you don't, then that's fine too. You know what I mean? That's nice. You're so right about this. What I mean? I mean, I always try my best, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to be vindicated, but you should never expect that to be common. Yeah, exactly. I never expect people to agree with me as like a default. But when someone does, I'm not gonna pretend it's like... When someone got, like, what was it? I think the other day when I was playing Mario Galaxy, someone was like, mostly like, I really appreciate watching your content because like you've made me realize that I shouldn't look at my library as a backlog. I should look at it as like a library. And I'm just like, I mean, yes, I'm pretty good for that, aren't I? Like, but yeah, obviously like, I never expect as a default. To tell the truth, my young friend, I'd be embarrassed to be the CEO of the Nintendo Switch 2. The games aren't good. I don't see any games that I'm willing to shell money for crap. DK Bonanza? Zia was great, but that's a Switch 1 too. What about Bonanza? Does he not like Bonanza? Is he a Bonanza? Does he not like... Hang on, what did he think about Bonanza? That's what I'm interested in. The giant monkey in the corner of the giant elephant Bonanza in the corner of the room? Air Riders? No? Nothing? At least Bonanza. Like, I can see Air Riders maybe not being for everyone, but Bonanza? Bonanza was brilliant. What are we talking about? Crazy work. Slop video gave it to the Nintendo hate grift. Oh, damn. Ain't that a pot? Ain't that a pot of? You know, ain't that a pot of nonsense? You know. There you go. I'll be honest, other than Donkey Kong Bonanza, there's no reason to buy Switch 2. I still haven't bought one. I feel no urgency. Good. Don't buy one. Good. I'm glad. Agree. Unless there's a new 3D Mario. I think. Do we need one by any chance to unite the community, Abdullah? Do we need a new one to unite the community by any chance? Interesting. Interesting. The land and mind control got him. Fucking hell. For those who want to know, the main two things the games have are different rackets for certain villains and a large roster. For the rest, it's like any Mario Tennis title. I personally love Mario Party Tennis due to the amount of cutscenes, the bloopers, and the cutscenes and special shots. Also, the quite large roster. The game's a 6 out of 10. It's better than some Mario sports games over the years, but not worth 70. Pick this game up just like any other spin-off Mario game, up second hand. People are already trying to sell their copies from FB Marketplace for cheap. Oh, that's good. Yeah, chat, if you can find this for like, at most, I'd say 50. If you can find it cheaper, find it cheap. I would say like, I would endorse 40. If you can find this game for 40, oh, amazing. Grab it. I'd say grab it. Yeah, grab it for 40. I'd say that. But yeah, grab it. Yeah, go for it. Amazing. Check Facebook Marketplace right now. If you can find someone selling it for like 50, I'd say, you know, if you're interested, I'd say give 50 a shot, you know? 50 at most, 40 is good. That's what I would say. That's my range. That's my range. In UK price, I'd say what, like, if you can find it for like 45 quid, maybe? I'd say go for it, like, something like that. Somewhere around that range. Go take a look, actually. See if people are selling it for cheaper. But only to accept the fact that every first-party Nintendo game is going to be 70. If they accept that, I'll move the fuck on. Not the point. That's not the point, gamers. That's why he kept repeating it ad nauseum in his video. Either way, interesting. Interesting video. An interesting comment section. Closing thoughts on this fella. Now, you know, this is a YouTuber that a lot of you guys have said used to watching, you don't anymore. And frankly, I can understand why you don't watch him anymore. If this quality of video is indicative of your body of work, which I don't know for sure if it is, but if it is, I would say, I could safely say, yeah, there's a reason why the views aren't matching the sub count. Let's put it that way. This review was terrible. And for a game that you evidently, from my perusing, you seem to have played a lot of Tennis Aces and are very disappointed by that game. And I think if you truly were as disappointed in this game as you were, I think it behooves you to make a better review than this. I think this is a classic case of, I'm a big content creator, so I'm going to get my thoughts out there as quick as possible to outgo Max, lack the editing because I'm expecting my viewers to do homework for me, instead of actually putting at least a decent first impressions video. I don't know if I'll make a first impressions video for Mario Tennis Fever, but if I do, it will sure as hell be better than this. That is for damn sure. And with that, I hope to never see you again, broski. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Okay. Admittedly, that line was a bit low tier god-esque, okay? Admittedly. Listen. Am I wrong though? The question is, am I wrong? Good meme.